Hey guys, it's me again. I just came back from my my post-op appointment. Basically to check up, make sure everything's going good after the surgery. In my last video, I talked about what happened, how I felt. I had just had my surgery and everything. Well, it's been about, let's see. It's been 19 days since my surgery, and I feel great. Every now and then when I lay down, excuse me, my sinuses is acting up again. It's a little cold in here too, so I got my blanket. But every now and then, like when I lay down on my stomach, through the night, I'll feel like a little pain, but nothing major. So anyway, other than that, I've had, no pains, no anything. My incisions have healed completely. They're almost invisible. To say almost 20 days, it's weird. And I guess almost a month, 10 days shy of a month. Anyway, so I went to the doctor and he checked everything out. He looked at my incisions. He asked if I had any questions about the surgery itself pertaining to the incisions. I said no. They checked my weight, checked my height. Not my height, my weight and my blood pressure and my temperature. Everything was normal. Since my surgery, I've actually gained 2 pounds. And I feel it because I feel my pants getting snug and everything else. But I doubt if that have anything to do with the surgery. Anywho, once we went to the consultation room, this time I went alone. My husband had to work. And he asked me, he said, okay, so when do you want to get started? I'm like, yesterday. And he goes, okay. He says, well, don't you have a trip coming up? Which me and my husband had already planned a cruise. At one point in time, before we actually had went, we didn't know if the schedule was going to coincide with us trying to, conflict with the schedule, of us trying to do in vitro and us trying to go on the trip. So we were going to cancel the trip just so that way we can go ahead and hurry up with the in vitro. Well, it worked out fine because after I talked with my doctor today, Dr. Crochet, he's told me that basically what had happened is we're waiting on my period to come. I have been experiencing some cramps. I've been cramping for the past almost 2 weeks. Normally that's how it happens. I'll start cramping a little bit around ovulation time, and then I'll actually cramp the week before my period, and then that next week is when my period normally comes. So I'm praying that it actually come the end of this week. Today is April 30th 2014, and so I'm praying that it does come. It's supposed to come on, normally comes on the 2nd or the 3rd, so I have about 2 to 3 more days. Hopefully it come on time so that way I can start birth control. He told me I would take my birth control starting with the first day of my cycle, and I would take that for about 3 weeks. He said he'd probably have me take it all the way to the 4 weeks. He said it's no harm in doing that. He said, so what'll happen is I'll take them, and the week I come back is the week that I'll start stimming, which is great planning. It couldn't have been even any more perfect than what it is. I'm just like, I'm ready to get this started. I'm ready to get it over with. I'm ready to enjoy just saying, okay, I'm pregnant. And after all this journey or all this time and everything that I've been through, that is finally here. So I'm like right at the edge. Like I can feel it, So the doctor, I asked him, I said, well, how do I go about getting my medicines? Because with my insurance, you have to actually order it through the CVS, I think it's Caremark, I believe that's what it's called. And you actually have to order it, you have to actually order it online, and they submit it and you track it online, and it gets delivered to your house. And so I know there's an authorization period of time and so forth, and being that I'm going to be away on a trip, I do get my stuff in time. before I go. That way when I come back, I can just start everything. So basically I have 2 weeks to get everything in. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Everything went good with the surgery. With the surgery though, they found a fibroid, or a couple of them inside my uterus. They removed them. There was also a little cloudiness inside my uterus, had like a little endometriosis in there. They cleared that out. The outside of my uterus had a lot of fibroids on top of it, many of them filled with blood, and he told me that the reason why he did not remove them or even try to mess with them is because he didn't want me to have bleeding. You know, he thought it would be best to just leave them there. He said that that shouldn't cause a problem. He said he's 100% that it shouldn't cause a problem with the pregnancy or even with the IVF procedure. So it was that endometriosis was everywhere. It was attached to my liver. So I had endometriosis that attached my ovaries to, my uterus to my liver, and it was just a whole bunch of stuff going on in there. So he removed everything that he was supposed to remove. He removed a lot of scar tissue, a lot of webbing and all kind of stuff. So anyway, I got pictures that I want to show y'all really fast before my battery turns out on me. And again, and of course the main thing, he removed my tube. My left tube was the only tube that I had left, and it was damaged and it was filled with fluid. Had a lot of scar tissue as well. It was damaged, so he went ahead and removed it as well. And so you'll see that in this picture. Okay, so let me see. This picture here, you can see where this is actually my ovary on this side. I don't know if I can, let's see, this right here. So that's actually my uterus, and as you can see, those little dots on it is actually it's fibroids. Okay. Let's see. This right here is a picture of my liver. I'm not sure if you can actually see that well. That's my liver in this picture. The liver is here, and it's connected to everything with adhesions. So hopefully you can see that. This is where they actually removed the tube and everything. They use like a laser where it burns everything off, so that's why it's gonna look like it's some brown and black stuff on there. And then that's the other picture. And like I said, I was concerned at first. I was like, what are all these little spots? Like, what? It looks ugly. He goes, no, it's fine. He said, in a case of where, you have many fibroids, it happens that way. This picture here, you can actually see my tube is very inflamed on this picture here. I'm hoping you can see that. Also on this picture, maybe it's it's upside down. Okay, so on this one here, he had found some stuff inside that was cloudy inside my uterus, like right here. He then took everything out, and then when he got done, it was really clear and clean inside, like this picture here. And then as you can see down here is when he kind of cleaned everything up. So those are the pictures. I believe it's the same ones that I had. Yeah, pretty much the same ones I had, because I didn't know what I was looking at. When I was looking at, I was like, I told my husband, I said, what is this? He goes, I don't know. I'm like, well, you're supposed to know because the doctor came out and told you, Anyway, so that's that. I'm excited. Some of the feelings I'm having right now, I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm praying that everything goes well with the first cycle. I'm happy, I'm scared, I'm excited, I'm nervous. I don't know. I think I think that once the medicines start coming in, then I think it'll be realization to me, like it'll become real to me. And so I'm just kind of like, I'm ready to go ahead and start ordering. I'm ready to go ahead and start getting everything that I need. I'm ready to go ahead and start popping birth control. I've been so happy to take birth control ever. And I remember this one girl I watched on YouTube. I forgot her, and I forgot which person it was because I watched so many. I watched the natural community, and I also watched the IVF community, and also women that's, you know, pregnant in general, that's, you know, trying and stuff like that. But there was one girl, I forgot her name, and she was like, I've never been so happy to take birth control. You know, normally you don't want to take it because you're trying to get pregnant, you know, and when you take it, it's like you're preventing it to, you know, from happening. But in the back of my mind, I'm excited to take them. I don't have any tubes left. If I got pregnant today or tomorrow, it would be an act of God. I know I serve a higher power, and I know it would be God that do that. If, you know, if that happens that way, if he wants me to go that journey, it will. If he wants me to go another journey, it'll happen. But I'm excited. My husband, he's excited. He wanted to be there today, but of course he had to work. And like I said, he's excited. He's ready for this journey to start. It's exciting. It really is. And so I guess when I start, or when I talk to my nurse, I called and called and called. My doctor told me, call your nurse, tell her go ahead and start putting the orders in for your medicine, get everything taken care of. And I'm just like, okay. So he's like, whenever, you know, as soon as you leave here, call. So on my way from the place, I called. At the next red light, I called. In between traffic, I called. When I got home, I called. After I used the restroom, I called. I left her a voicemail, and I'm just like, call me as soon as possible. I can go and order my medicine, because I've heard so many I mean, I can't say it's going to be me, but I've heard so many horror stories about getting your medication in time, you know, and being that I have 1 week that I'm not going to be here, I know it would sit at the office, but I don't want it to sit there and then they can't find something, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to order this the last minute, you know. So I just want, you know, everything to just go with the flow and be normal, you know. I don't want any more complications. So I'm excited. I know there are people in my family that are praying for me. I have friends that are praying. They know it's something I've been wanting to do. And like I said, I'll make a video separate from these videos that just kind of tell about my journey in a sense. Some of it, I want to tell the whole story, but some of it I just kind of want to keep it to a minimum, just to protect. Just to protect, I guess, certain situations or whatever. But I know right now it just kind of sounds weird, but I'll try and post a video of my journey, somewhat to the extent of saying, you know, what happened, how I got to this point, you know, why I had to choose in vitro, you know, all the whys. And so I know I'm going to get a million questions and so forth after I start posting these videos. So I'm gonna be prepared to try and answer the questions as best as I can. So like I said, I'm excited. I'm so happy that I have people that are supporting me, that are excited with me, that are praying for me. And I know that once I start posting these videos, you know, I'm gonna have people from the YouTube community that's gonna support me and be there for me. And you know, I've been there to support many girls, even in a time of when I was trying a year ago to do the IVF, and my heart was broken, and I had friends that were pregnant, classmates that were pregnant, family members that were pregnant, all around the time that I lost my IVF insurance. Everybody that I knew came up pregnant. And so I've been through a lot of emotional roller coasters, and I've been through a lot of situations, and I'm just so happy and blessed to get this opportunity again. So like I said, I do have a little story to go with this, a little testimony. And I'm not sure exactly how far and how in depth I will tell it, but I will tell, you know, the most or the gist of it. So thank you so much for watching and being of encouragement. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for your love, your support. Those that are pregnant right now or just got their pregnancy, their BFPs, you know, I'm excited for y'all. I'm praying for y'all. Although I don't always say everything, I do try and comment on some, saying that congratulations, I'm happy for you, and so forth. So, you know, that's just my little rant, little quick rant. while I'm home alone. But I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, get going and let y'all go as well. And hopefully the next time we speak, it will be after the nurse call. I may have another video today, but hopefully when my nurse calls and let me know things, and I'll be able to tell you all. So with that said, peace to the Middle East. Until next time, bye.